Grandmama, you got peaches and plums out?
Y'all, we live in Georgia and it's peach season. I want you to look at these beautiful peaches.
Oh my.
They're not really big, but I'm telling
my.
you, they are beautiful and they are so good. Today, I'm Rose from Grandma Rose's Open Pantry. Good morning. And well, it's almost lunchtime, so it's almost afternoon. Roy said, honey, make us a peach cobbler. But I'm going one better than that. We are going to have like a stone fruit peach cobbler. And for those of you that don't know what stone fruit is, it's the ones with the seeds in the middle. Like peaches, plums, nectarines, there are others, but the peaches, plums, and nectarines are the ones that I usually use. So today I have some beautiful plums. We're going to use those. I have one nectarine. I had two, but I want to eat the other one. So these are so good. I'm only going to put one in. And we're going to put some blueberries in, just to make it good.
Just to kick it up a
That's
little.
not a stone fruit, but it's really going to be good. Now I've got, I'm peeling my peaches here, and these are what you call clean free. It's where the seed comes right out. And that is I love these kind of peaches. So I'm going to slice these up. And now, my peaches aren't really, they're ripe, but they're not really soft, like you would get if you need to turn that light down, baby, it's blinding me. Like you would if you were using canned peaches. So what I'm going to do with these, see how easy that seed comes out? I'm going to, I've got some butter in my skillet back here, and I'm going to turn it on low and let that butter be heating up a little bit. And I'm going to cook my peaches for about 5 minutes just to soften them up a little bit. So if you have fresh peaches and they aren't quite as soft as you want them, and you don't think they will get done the same time your other fruit does, always cook them in a skillet for about 5 minutes just to soften them up. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to cut my nectarine and my plums. I'm going to do it the same way that I'm doing my peaches, and I'm going to put a little, now this is a lime. I have lemons and limes, but my limes, they're beginning to get a little dry, so I need to use them. So I'm going to put a little lime juice over my peaches before I cook them a little bit. I'm not going to put, this is a small lime, so I think I'm going to do one whole lime. And that will keep my peaches and my fruit really pretty and yellow. It'll keep it from turning dark and losing its color while it's cooking. Okay, so that's probably one tablespoon of lime juice. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put these in my skillet. My butter hasn't melted yet, and I'm gonna cook my fruit. Now I've washed my plums and my nectarine really well. So what I do, and I want you to look at this. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna show them. Look at this plum. It is that deep red all the way through. Now, these plums are sweet, but they're just a little bit tart also.
And that's the way you want them, isn't
So
it?
that is exactly the way you want them. And it's gonna make the best cobbler. So I just cut my plum in wedges, just like I do my peaches.
She doesn't peel them.
No, I don't peel my plums and I don't peel my nectarine. But I do peel my peaches, and the reason for that is some people doesn't like the that fuzzy outside. I may not peel one or two of them because we like that. We like the fuzzy, and because when you cook it, it's not fuzzy it doesn't taste
And it's
fuzzy.
not tough either.
Yeah, and it's not tough at all.
Yeah.
So.
And I like the nutrition that's in the peeling.
Yeah. So my nectarine, I cut it the same way. I'm just cutting everything in wedges. Now, if you want to chop yours, ever how you want yours, you know how you like your cobbler, do it any way you want to. But see how juicy this nectarine is? And my peaches weren't that juicy. And I'll get all that goodie. I'll put that seed in my mouth, get all that goodie off. So. All right, I've shown you how I do my peaches, my plums, and my nectarine. I'm gonna finish my, I think I'm gonna leave 2 of them with the peeling on, and I'll peel these 2. I'm gonna cook them and for about 5 minutes just to soften them, and then we'll come back. And did I say this is low carb? The crust is gonna be low carb. I'm not gonna say keto. I say low carb. So we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Well, isn't this a good time to plug your bacon bundled chicken casserole that you
Yes.
put on 2 days ago?
It is. It's a wonderful time. If you didn't catch that video, please go back and catch it. It's
One of her best casseroles
One of my
ever.
best,
And
yes.
it's original, and you'll just enjoy it.
and I'm cutting my peaches up in with my nectarines, but that's okay. All right, and the one I did yesterday on the kebabs. You need to catch that one too.
That's a lot of fun for the family and the children
yeah.
and grandchildren,
Yes,
is the
yes.
kebabs in an air fryer.
And yeah, yesterday was Air Fry Friday. If y'all don't catch my Air Fry Friday, I started it a couple of weeks ago, and I had to take a couple of weeks off, but I'm back. And so tune in every Friday for Air Fry Friday. We're gonna be doing different things in the air fryer, and this is a good time to subscribe to my channel. If you haven't, hit that little notification bell and share this video. Love y'all. Be back in just a minute.
Now, y'all missed the best part of this whole dish. While we were off camera, Rose gave me the seeds from the plums to chew.
I did.
Chew all the flesh off, and they were delicious, but y'all don't get to see that.
All right. Now, I'm going to put, this is that's 4. This is 1/3 cup of allulose that I'm putting in here. And I've already had 2 tablespoons of butter in the skillet. So that was allulose, and I'm going to put just a dash of salt, and I am going to put 1 tablespoon of, now this is brown, this is dark brown, I think this is dark brown stevia, I think is what this is. And I just give that for it to have a little molasses-like flavor to it. Just enhances the flavor. Okay. And when I mix this with my other veggies, there's going to be enough sweetener in here.
Your other fruits.
I mean my other fruits, sorry. When I mix it with my other fruits, there's going to be enough sugar in here to sweeten the other 2. So that was 2 tablespoons, 1 tablespoon of my dark stevia, and 1/3 cup of allulose.
So it's all non-sugar sweet.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There's not going to be any sugar in this cobbler at all.
Yeah.
And-
Half a cup serving of this will be less than a GL glycemic load of 5. So that's just low. So any of you who are glycemic watchers, you could eat a half a cup of this safely.
Okay, and the crust that we're going to make for this is it's going to be my keto or my low carb. It's the one I make waffles with. I've got several videos on my channel of where I make the waffles. So I'm using that same mixture for my crust, and I've done it lots of times, and we love it. So I softened my cream cheese in the microwave. Okay. Now this has got to cook for 3 or 4 more minutes because it hadn't really got to cooking good yet. But you know what? It's already getting soft. So I'm not going to cook it very long because I don't want my fruit to tear all to pieces. We still like our fruit to have a little texture to them, a little substance to them.
Oh, yeah.
We don't like them to cook all to pieces. So after about 2 more minutes, I'm going to mix all my fruit together. And then we're going to put our crust together and we're going to make this cobbler. Y'all see all that juice?
Ooh.
Once you heat your fruit up, it's gonna put some juice in it. And I did put my nectarine and my plums in here because I just wanted to heat them up just a little bit, and I wanted to get some of that juice out of them. So that was 2 tablespoons. Look at that. Oh my goodness.
If y'all have never cooked the dark plums, these big dark plums with your peaches in a cobbler, you are missing.
And I had to change my pan, my casserole dish, because it wasn't quite big enough. All right, I'm gonna set this to the side. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and put my blueberries in it.
And
Now,
these are frozen.
These are frozen. You can use fresh if you have them. I just didn't have them, but I did have the frozen. So I want y'all to look at that. Now, couldn't you just eat that right now?
Woo.
I could.
Let's
right
just
now.
pause the video, darling.
Just get a spoon and eat it.
Yep.
All right, let me get this.
Well, it is a fruit salad, just like it is.
Yeah, it is. All right, turn my burner off. Now, I have, this is 3 ounces of cream cheese right here. And I've got 2 room temperature eggs. Now, I've told y'all when you're dealing with cream cheese and eggs, your cream cheese has to be softened, your eggs have to be room temperature. If you forget to take them out of the refrigerator, do like I did. I put them in some good warm water for about 10 minutes, and then they become room temperature. If you don't do that, when you put them in your cream cheese, it's going to cause your cream cheese to seize up, and you do not want that. Okay. Always crack your eggs in a separate bowl to make sure that you don't lose your food by getting a bad egg. All right. Now you have to whisk this really good. You can do it with a hand mixer, but I don't see any need in that when I can just do it with my whisk. And it will get really smooth. But for it to get like this, you have to have room temperature, or I always do my cream cheese in the microwave for about 10 seconds, so it's really, really soft.
Like soft butter.
Yes.
Is that what you want? Like
yeah,
room temperature
like,
butter?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Butter that's been out on the table?
All right. Now I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And that's my homemade vanilla. I say it every time I use it that my granddaughter made me. Okay. Now, this is 1/4 cup of allulose. 1/4 cup of allulose. Now, because I want it to have a little bit more flavor to it, I'm going to add, now this is Swerve right here, brown Swerve. I used the dark brown stevia in my fruit, but I'm using light brown Swerve. It's just just gonna give it a little bit more flavor. Okay.
And you just didn't want your top real dark.
No.
Okay.
All right. Now in this, I've got 1/4 cup of melted butter. I'm putting in. Now, this is 1 cup of almond flour and coconut flour. It's 1/4 cup of coconut flour, 3/4 cups of almond flour, and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. You have to put the baking powder in it. If you don't, it's not going to rise. So, and your coconut flour absorbs a little bit better than your almond flour does. So I always, when I'm making a crust, I will mix the 2 together. Okay, I'm gonna go to my spoon because I just need to stir it up good. And I'm going to add just a little bit of heavy cream to keep it low carb, you can add milk. Now that's about 1/4 of a cup because I want it a little bit soupier than what it is. A little bit looser. So you can add regular milk to yours. I'm going to add a little bit more. So that's about 1/2 cup of heavy cream. Now if I was doing waffles, I do not use the milk, the cream. But I want it a little bit looser, so I'm using the cream today for my crust. I've got my oven preheated at 350 degrees. All right.
That fruit sure is pretty without the spread over it.
I'm telling you, y'all look at that. All right, and I'm just gonna take this and just spoon it over it like this. Now remember, this is low carb. This now you may say your fruit is not low carb, but your crust is, and if you don't eat a whole bunch, you can eat the fruit.
Well, fruit is low glycemic load.
Right, yes.
Except for grapes, raisins, and pineapple.
Pineapple.
It's well, banana is getting up in the mid-range too, but some of the fruits are in the mid-range between 11 and 19 on the glycemic load scale, but most all other fruit like these are below 10. In fact, below 5 or about 5 for a serving, like a small plum or a small apple or a small peach.
And this is going to be probably 10 or 12 servings here. So if you just eat like a half cup serving, you're not going to be getting that many.
Right.
That many carbs. So
unless you've just got a bunch of carbs, eating a bunch of bread and rice in your meal, then you wouldn't need to eat any additional carbs at the end.
Okay, look at all that juice in there. Wow. Y'all, this is going in a 350 degree oven for about 30 minutes until my crust gets done, and we'll be back with y'all in probably 30-35 minutes. I'm gonna let it cool a little bit before I cut into it, but we'll be back in a little bit. Okay, y'all.
Grandma.
Look at this. Can you see that? Oh my goodness.
Let me tell you something.
We're always fixing it.
Anybody thinks you can't eat delicious food and stay healthy by eliminating the sugar and all that stuff? What you pushing on me for, honey? You want to get back in the video, don't you?
Okay, y'all.
Yeah.
Get you some sugar-free vanilla ice cream or some zero sugar Cool Whip. Oh my goodness.
Or just sit down with this.
I don't need anything. If you make this, put the blueberries in it. Oh my goodness.
No.
No sugar here, y'all.
Low carb load. Eat you a half a cup to 3/4 of a cup and your glycemic load will be under 5.
Y'all,
Don't get no better than this.
this is so good. Remember, make you some. You can have desserts, low carb. You just got to know how to make them. So come to Grandma Rose's Open Pantry on YouTube and I will show you how to make them.
Pass this on to somebody else.
Food feeds the family, family feeds the heart, God feeds the soul. Put deliciousness back in healthy food.
You're pretty good sometimes, Rose.
See y'all next time.